In the labyrinth of life, where success and admiration are celebrated, there exists a silent menace, pride, which often masquerades as self-confidence. Our society applauds the bold, the ambitious, and the seemingly invincible, yet in this adulation, it overlooks a crucial truth illuminated by the timeless wisdom of Proverbs, the Bible's practical guide to life. Proverbs reveals a stark reality. What the world cheers as strength is often nothing but pride, a deceptive force that can lead to ruin. True confidence, according to this ancient wisdom, is rooted in humility. Our journey today takes us through the intricate teachings of Proverbs, where we unravel the complexities of pride and discover the empowering truth that humility is not a sign of weakness, but the key to unlocking our fullest potential. Welcome back to another episode. Our goal is to help you discover the practical wisdom of the Bible and apply it to your everyday life. So if you are ready to explore further, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to receive notifications of new episodes. Today we delve into the profound message embedded in Proverbs 27:2, a verse that challenges conventional wisdom. Let someone else praise you and not your own mouth, an outsider and not your own lips. At first glance, this proverb might seem to advocate for shyness or discourage assertiveness. However, a deeper analysis reveals a call for authenticity and a warning against the pitfalls of vanity and pride. To truly comprehend this proverb, we must first understand the concept of pride. Pride, in the biblical context, is not merely a positive attribute of self-confidence or self-respect. Instead, it is a dangerous distortion of reality that elevates self above others and disregards divine authority. Proverbs 16:18 Pride goes before destruction, a haughty spirit before a fall. Pride, according to this verse, acts as a catalyst for ruin, positioning itself as a stepping stone to downfall. It's an intoxicating feeling that clouds our judgment and leads us to believe that we are invulnerable to failure or correction. Humility, on the other hand, is often misunderstood as a lack of self-worth or an excessive submissiveness. Yet Proverbs presents a different perspective. Proverbs 11:2, when pride comes, then comes disgrace, but with humility comes wisdom. In this verse, Proverbs establishes a clear dichotomy. While pride invariably leads to disgrace, humility is associated with wisdom. To be humble is not to diminish oneself, but to recognize one's true worth in relation to divine wisdom and order. So how do these concepts relate to the proverb under discussion? Proverbs 27:2, let someone else praise you and not your own mouth, an outsider and not your own lips. On the surface, this proverb might appear to discourage individuals from engaging in self-promotion or accepting compliments. Nevertheless, when examined within the broader context of Proverbs, a more nuanced understanding emerges. The opening part of the proverb, let someone else praise you, serves as a critique of the prideful tendency to engage in self-pride. Often compels us to overstate our abilities or accomplishments, leading to an inflated self-image and a distorted perception of reality. In such cases, external validation becomes a crutch, a means to bolster our ego rather than an objective assessment of our worth. The phrase, and not your own mouth, reinforces this critique. It cautions against the pitfalls of boasting or engaging in self-promotion. True confidence stems not from what we say about ourselves, but from what we genuinely are. The second part of the proverb, an outsider and not your own lips, carries an equally potent message. It underscores the importance of seeking feedback from others, particularly those who are not emotionally invested in our self-presentation. Outsiders, with their unbiased perspectives, can offer a truer assessment of our character and abilities. They are less inclined to be swayed by our charm or reputation, and can therefore provide invaluable insights into our strengths and weaknesses. To grasp the essence of this proverb, let's consider two scenarios. The first involves an individual who is driven by pride. He eagerly seeks compliments, reveling in praise and external validation. He paints an image of himself as highly successful, talented, and influential. However, beneath this carefully constructed facade lies a person who is insecure and desperate for affirmation. His self-image is malleable, shifting and dependent on the opinions of others. In contrast, consider the second scenario. This person approaches life with humility. He doesn't actively seek praise, yet he is open to receiving it when it comes. He has a realistic view of his abilities and isn't afraid to show his vulnerabilities. He values the opinions of others, particularly those who have no vested interest in his self-image. He understands that true growth comes from recognizing one's weaknesses and striving to improve. The stark difference between these scenarios highlights the wisdom embedded in Proverbs 27:2. Allowing others to praise us, especially those without emotional ties to us, provides an objective check on our self-perceptions. It helps us cultivate a balanced self-image and fosters genuine self-confidence. In our hyper-competitive world where the relentless pursuit of self-advancement often takes precedence over all else, this proverb serves as a much-needed reminder. It challenges us to redefine success not merely in terms of personal gain or public image, but also in terms of authenticity and wisdom. So how can we apply this proverb to our daily lives? Firstly, we must practice self-awareness. Recognize the tendencies of your heart, especially when it comes to seeking validation. Are you overly defensive when faced with criticism? Do you find yourself exaggerating your achievements to impress others? By honestly confronting these realities, we begin the journey of cultivating humility. Secondly, we should actively seek diverse perspectives. Reach out to those who can provide objective feedback about your strengths and weaknesses. Be open to their insights and allow them to challenge your self-perceptions. This step is crucial in refining our self-image and fostering genuine self-confidence. Lastly, we must remember that true confidence is not incompatible with humility. In fact, they complement each other. When we are genuinely confident in our abilities, we become more receptive to feedback. We realize that even the best among us still have room to grow. Proverbs 27:2. Let someone else praise you and not your own mouth, an outsider and not your own lips, challenges us to reject the allure of empty self-promotion and embrace the transformative power of humility. In doing so, we open ourselves up to a world of wisdom, authenticity, and to prove itself. We live in a world that applauds the loudest voice and the most dazzling display of success. However, Proverbs 27:2 reminds us that true significance is often found in quieter, more authentic ways. It's a call to reevaluate our priorities, to shift our focus from external perceptions to internal values. Thank you for joining us on this episode. If this message resonated with you, please give this episode a like and subscribe. Your engagement helps us continue sharing these insights with a wider audience. As always, feel free to share your thoughts, experiences, and any other relevant scriptures in the comments below. We value your participation and look forward to continuing this conversation with you. Until next time, may the wisdom of Proverbs enrich your journey.